Scobie kicks it off for the white jersey Jaguars into the up blockers, and it's one of the big linemen that comes barreling forward. Robert Turner out across the 30-yard line. The rookie Mark Sanchez back on target the last 2 games, a 102 passing rating with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. He ordered up some Los Angeles weather, didn't he? On first down, a fake to Jones, and there is one of those naked boots, and a long throw for Kotri. And it is intercepted by Rasheed Mathis. And Mathis for the Jaguars the other way. Across the 30, picking up blockers. 40, and to the 46-yard line, Thomas Jones with the tackle. That's not the way it was scripted to start for the Jets.
I think that the fans are booing because they thought it was pass interference on Rasheed Mathis. He was face guarding Kotri all the way down the field, turns at the last moment to make the interception, but he did have his hands on Kotri at about the 23-yard line. No flag and another interception. That's 3 on the year and 28 now in Rasheed Mathis' career. You throw an interception, then you get pounded to the ground by Brian Smith. Not a way to start your day.
So Jacksonville opens at their own 45-yard line. There was a 29-yard return by Mathis on the interception. It's a Jones-Drew head down, burrows into Jets territory, and a gain of 6 on first down.
Told us last night, though, that there are some opportunities for some big plays in the passing game against a lot of man-to-man coverage that the Jets like to play.
2nd and 4.
Right here.
Mercedes Lewis, the tight end, in motion. And it's right back to Jones-Drew. Finds a hole and has a first down and more as he churns to the 41-yard line. First down, 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Right back to Jones-Drew, and he carries David Harris about 3 yards down to the 36-yard line. Keep your eye, number 24 Pro Bowler Darrell Revis. That's back to Jones-Drew. First 4 plays called. Jets defense proudly noting that they have allowed only 1 touchdown in the opening quarter this year. This is a 3rd and 2. Jones-Drew, look at him shoot through into the open, and Jones-Drew has a touchdown for Jacksonville. Oh my. Turned on the burners after he saw daylight.
And there's his Antioch, California dance and a little kiss to the fans here at the Meadowlands. Speed, power, vision. He's got it all. This is like a read option play as David Garrard reads the end, and he knows that he can't get to Jones-Drew, but how about the vision to see Lowry coming from the weak side? He breaks away from him and into the end zone.
12th touchdown rushing this year for Jones-Drew. 55 yards in 5 plays, and here's Scobie. Point after try. Well, Jones-Drew ranked 6th in the league in rushing, 5.1 yard average, number 1 in 11 touchdowns scored, and he quickly gets his 12th. All 5 rushes were by Jones-Drew. 5 plays, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And they capitalized on the turnover in a short order.
Onside kick. And the scramble, and who gets it? It's out of bounds off the Jets, so it is their ball, and that'll be a 46-yard line. Knocking it out of bounds was Jamal Westerman. Bob Westhoff, the special teams coach, and Jacksonville had a good chance here, didn't they?
Well, it went 10 yards, it goes 15 yards actually. A Jet misses there, and then the ball goes out of bounds. It's a huge great field position for the Jets to start this drive. But how about Jack Del Rio pulling out a trick play early in this ball game?
So on the onside kick, the Jets come out with great position at the 44-yard line of Jacksonville. Tony Richardson, the fullback, shifting into the backfield. Thomas Jones at tailback. And the run Jets are going to do that now after the interception on the first play of the game. And Jones pedals his way for 5 before Reggie Nelson makes the tackle.
Let's go back to the touchdown run. Brad Meester here. Here's Vince Monowai and big Eugene Moore. Just straight ahead blocking. And a great job of Jones-Drew seeing the crease here and then exploding to the second level, the third level, then the fourth level is the end zone.
3 wides to the right. 2nd and 5. Back to Thomas Jones. A first down and more, and he's all the way to the 25 of Jacksonville. 14 on that carry for Jones, who played his college ball at Virginia. Mom and Dad are here to cheer him on. Brother Julius, running back with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jets going right to the line of scrimmage, trying to pick the tempo up here.
Jones picks his way to the 21-yard line. 2nd and 5. Sanchez barking out a play call. The pump. Now he throws into the flat, completes to tight end Dustin Keller, and Keller has the first down at the 13-12-yard line.
Really good pass protection that time. You can see that Sanchez looking all over the field for something down towards the end zone. Did a smart job of coming off to Keller, and Keller immediately picks up the first down. But this lack of a pass rush for Jacksonville could be a real problem today. They're not able to stop the run yet, and no pressure on Sanchez on that play.
Yeah, the Jaguars last in the league. They have only 8 sacks. First down at the 12. Toss to Jones. He's caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss back at the 14-yard line. Infiltrating was Brian Smith, who gets a start today. He's a 3rd-year linebacker defensive end from McNeese State, a 3rd-round pick of the Eagles a couple years ago.
And that's going to be an area of concern for Jacksonville. Smith, not a real big guy, 250 pounds, playing defensive end, and he'll be going up against Brickashaw Ferguson, who outweighs him by about 60 pounds. But he showed good quickness in bringing down Jones that time.
Loss of 2 on the play. Sanchez pumps. Now he has to scramble, throws it away. Good coverage downfield by the secondary of the Jaguars. No one open, and pressure from Big Hen John Henderson, the 335-pound defensive tackle.
Yeah, and Reggie Nelson did a fine job on Clowney that time. Clowney was a wide receiver trying to run a double move. Nelson, a safety, played that play like a corner would. Great coverage.
3rd and 12 for the Jets, trailing early 7-0. Clowney to the right, Braylon Edwards and Cottrey to the left. Here comes the blitz. Sanchez on the screen, incomplete. Oh, that was going to be a touchdown. Jones had to go off his fingertips. He had 2 blockers downfield and only Rashean Mathis to stop the play.
Good pressure on Sanchez caused this ball to be just slightly overthrown. Jones coming out of the backfield here, and the pressure coming from the cornerback, and there is nobody. The defensive backs are standing on the goal line, and Jet blockers in front of them. Jones would have walked in.
32-yard field goal attempt by Jay Feely. And it is good.
After that failed onside kick by the Jaguars, the Jets go 30 yards. Took them 8 plays. They only get 3 points out of it. So good defense by the Jaguars to hold them to just the 3.
Jay Feely kicking it off to Brian Witherspoon, and Witherspoon from Stoneman College, undrafted defensive back. He's got some talent in the open field and hit down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, Garrard's first pass of the day. Incomplete, but a flag is down. An early hit by the defense. Intended for Torrey Holt, the throw, and it was Dwight Lowry on the coverage. Ed Huckley is our referee in the white cap today.
Before the pass was thrown, holding defense number 21. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot and an automatic first down.
That'll mark it at the 33-yard line as Lowry starting for Lito Shepherd. Shepherd is available today after missing 5 games with a quadriceps, but he will see duty off the bench.
There's Michael Sims Walker and Dwight Lowry. Ball should have been caught by Walker, but the hold was before the ball was in the air. That's why it's just a 5-yard penalty.
On first down, Jones-Drew caught in the backfield. But see, he just keeps powering his way. So short at 5'7" and so strong at 210 pounds. You got to dig down to find him. Look at that. The Jets allowed 52 yards total rushing to Miami in the last game, and Jones-Drew got 55 himself on the opening drive. Garrard to Sims Walker, and he's all the way to the 49-yard line, and the first down for Jacksonville. Good throw by Garrard right on the numbers of Sims Walker.
And getting a squeeze of water there. Don't see that very often. Good pass protection, and Sims Walker with another catch. That's 37 on the season, and all the way out to midfield, working against Dwight Lowry. And then the rest of that Jet defense coming in late.
Sims Walker, a defensive back, and was recruited by Ole Miss as a DB, so that's helped him find those holes in the zone. Jones-Drew runs into a roadblock. Nothing there at all. No gain. Center of the defensive line with Brian Thomas and Marcus Douglas pinching in.
And we're told that Jim Leonard for the Jets, the starting safety, is out with a bad thumb. Eric Smith has taken his spot.
Number 33
for Leonard.
Well, the Jets have had two very serious injuries. Two of their top players, one on offense, one on defense, really has stunted their hopes in midseason. On second down, Garrard. Good protection. Now he throws it away. It'll be 3rd and long. Good pressure from Sean Ellis in his 10th season, the dean of this Jets defense.
Yeah, this is where things get dicey now for an offense going up against the Jets, and the fans realize it too. 3rd and long situation is where Rex Ryan wants to send those exotic blitzes. So Garrard has got to be awfully careful with how he sets his protection.
Brown trying to spur this defense to make a big play. Garrard screen, Jones-Drew running room and more, and finally dragged down at the 33. Another first down authored by Jones-Drew.
What can't he do? He's like one of those baseball players with all 5 tools. He's a power runner, speed runner, great moves. He's a great receiver. He's a kick returner as well. Garrard doing a fine job of getting that screen off before the pressure got to him.
19 more yards receiving by Jones-Drew, who came into the game with 30 catches. Rashad Jennings giving Jones-Drew a breather. He's in motion to the outside, leaving Greg Jones in the backfield. And Garrard away from pressure, flags down. And Garrard scrambling back to the 37-yard line, and apparently a hold against Jacksonville on the play. Ed Hockley looking at Coach Reed and saying, do you want to take the penalty or the loss on the play? A loss of about 5 yards.
Holding offense number 75. The penalty is declined. Brings up 2nd down.
Eugene Monroe, the left tackle, the rookie from Virginia, with a hold. So they'll roll the down box, take the play, and a loss of 5, so it'll be 2nd and 15.
And that's a mistake by Garrard not to throw that ball away. I'm sure as he was circling around, he had to see with a flag because he ran right by it. If he throws the ball away, then they do accept the penalty, but you're still at first down.
7-3, Jacksonville leads here with 4:45 remaining in the opening quarter. And this is Jennings, and the rookie from Liberty College is down to the 34-yard line. On 3rd and long, Garrard into the flat, complete to Greg Jones, the fullback, and the big man powers his way to the 30, well short of a first down. And a little extracurricular afterwards between Bart Scott and Jones-Drew.
I'm surprised there wasn't a flag thrown on both of them. They both exchanged shoves and punches there. But that play by Jones keeps the Jags in field goal range. Scobie's got a huge leg.
Here's the end of that play where Scott just pulls a Jones-Drew and took offense, obviously. Well, here is a 49-yard attempt by Scobie. He powers it, and it is no good.
Hit the left upright.
Yeah, Fireman Ed firing up the Jets fans. They take over on this field goal at their own 39-yard line, trailing 7-3 with 3 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Fake to Jones. Sanchez has to throw it away. And a flag comes in late in the secondary of the Jaguars.
They're going to call holding against the Jaguars. That's why there was no receivers open.
Before the pass, holding, defense number 50. 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Free agent rookie Russell Allen from San Diego State marks it out to the 44-yard line against the team least penalized in yardage in the league. They've had 39 penalties accepted. That's the second lowest. Browns 37. Sean Green, the Iowa rookie, now in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. That's his way across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Let's go back to the miss by Scobie from 49.
Well, he has missed a number of field goals this year, but they've all been from long distance. That's just a bad luck for Scobie and good luck for Rex Ryan and the Jets.
3 of 9 from over 40, but he's got a great record throughout his career from 50 yards or more. 9 for 18. Sanchez hit as he throws. It's complete to Cotchery, and Cotchery still on his feet to the 21, and a flag is down. Sanchez was hit after he threw the ball.
Yeah, I think that's the call. It's going to be roughing the passer. This play will stand.
Roughing the passer, defense number 25. Helmet contact. 15-yard penalty from the end of the reception. First down.
Yeah, Reggie Nelson coming from the left side of the screen gets inside there and then drops his helmet right into the face of Sanchez. Here's the catch where Sanchez gets a little bit lucky because Derek Cox has good coverage here. The ball thrown up the field. Cotchery with a good adjustment to it, and then the extra effort to get down to the 21-yard line.
32-yard play, and Sanchez gets a good throw away considering the punishment he was about to take. They mark the penalty off down to the 10-yard line to get a first down without a touchdown. Barely. Jones breaks a tackle and picks up a couple. Derek Cox trying to come in from the corner, made the first hit, and then Justin Durant finished the job.
Thomas Jones is such a marvel at 31 to still be playing at this high level. 8,500 yards in his career and still a threat, especially when you get down in this area.
Look at those biceps. In fact, Rex Ryan said he's built upside down. Those should be his legs.
Where you going?
Sanchez throws underneath. He skips it incomplete to Dustin Keller, the tight end.
And you wonder why a quarterback throws a ball like that. Well, go back one play when the last time he threw the ball, he got hit right in the face, and that takes a toll, especially on a young quarterback. It speeds up your natural clock in the pocket. He's really not set coming forward. There's a shot that he takes from Reggie Nelson, a play back or two, but those type of hits leave an indelible and sometimes a delible mark.
Eyes are watering for a couple of plays after. 3rd and 7. Closer to 7 than 6. Sanchez throwing. Touchdown! Cotchery, his second of the season.
And that shows you the maturity of the young quarterback, bouncing back from a big hit, a bad throw, and throwing a perfect strike to Cotchery for the touchdown. this ball could not be better thrown because Mathis has a good coverage here, but he's just a little late getting to the outside. Watch where this ball is, right in front of the receiver. Kotri with the score.
And the extra point added by Jay Feely, and the Jets own the lead for the first time today. Big leg throw on third down by rookie Mark Sanchez for the touchdown to Kotri. And that has these Jets fans feeling much warmer.
And that's what Rex Ryan wants out of this crowd. He kind of challenged the crowd this week in the newspapers. He wants them to be more of a factor. But they need something to cheer about, like that pass from Sanchez to Kotri.
Feely's kickoff, and Witherspoon collecting. Around the corner and pushed out of bounds across the 30-yard line by Eric Smith. David Garrard played his college ball at East Carolina, takes over. 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the year, sacked 18 times, but hit many more times than that, more than any quarterback in the league as he kissed the turf. Jones-Drew, big hole, carries tacklers out to the 45-yard line. Is he a monster to bring down at 5'7"? Well, here's what makes him so tough. He's hard to find, and then when you find him, look at the sizes.
You're not going to like what you find. The neck is 19 inches, shoulders are broad, biceps 20 inches, thighs 32 inches. Oh yeah, how about his calves? Well, his calves are as big as his biceps, 20 inches. So where do you tackle the guy?
Look at that lower body. So he's not small, he's just a little short. First down at the 45. Garrard down the middle. That might have been deflected as he was under pressure from Calvin Pace, the linebacker.
Well, that shot hurt David Garrard. As you said, Dick, he's been hit down to the ground more than any quarterback in the NFL. Pace 97 working against Mercedes Lewis. What a great move by Pace. And then all his weight down on the right shoulder of Garrard on this turf here at Giant Stadium. Great play by Pace to get to the quarterback and then to punish him.
And more good news for the Jets. Jim Leonard's thumb is not serious. He's back on the field. Jones-Drew picks a hole and drives to midfield. A gain of 5 more for Jones-Drew. He has 78 yards rushing in this opening quarter, and that's the end of the opening period. Darrelle Revis of the Jets says midseason All-Pros. 3rd down and 5 for Garrard, and he has his man. It's Jarrett Dillard, the rookie from Rice, and his 6th catch of the year. They're using him more and more. This young guy who has a 42.5-inch vertical, but he's prone at this particular time.
Yeah, the inside receiver on the quick out route, and that's a fine job beating Strickland, but he does seem to have a leg injury.
Working on one of the ankles of Jarrett Dillard, rookie from Rice, where he caught 60 touchdown passes. Now first down, play resuming. Garrard running out of room and hits the sidelines and steps out at about the 41-yard line. Run out by Sean Ellis. Garrard, who grew up in Durham, North Carolina until the 7th grade. He was the fullback on his little football teams.
Let's check out Calvin Pace. Remember the big hit he got on Garrard, but here he's just being patient. He does not have responsibility to rush, so he just keeps pace. Pace keeps pace with Garrard and goes out of bounds.
Jones-Drew breaks through another hole and gets an extra couple yards, dragging 2 tacklers, one of them David Harris, along with Jim Leonard, and close to another first down.
Now you wonder if the Jets had Chris Jenkins, if the Jaguars would be having this type of success running not only just between the tackles, but they're really just going between the guards right now. Now Waniri and Meester and Manawai are just dominating the middle of the Jets defense.
Ball spotted just shy of the 33, 3rd and about a foot. Jordan Black, a tackle, lines up in an eligible position. And it's Garrard getting a push from behind and easily has the first down.
You know, that was the Bush push from Notre Dame and USC. Maurice Jones-Drew. Garrard had no chance of getting this first down. He's stuffed right now. And watch Jones-Drew from the left side of the screen come in and push. That is supposed to be illegal. That's aiding and abetting or something like that.
Used to be a penalty.
You're not supposed to be able to do that.
It used to be a penalty, and that is as clear a violation as you'll ever see, pushing the ball carrier forward. And it's enough for the first down.
Heads up by 32.
He got there before the whistle. Jones-Drew hit in the backfield, and he still fights his way back to the line of scrimmage and makes a yard. Second down and 9. Garrard, good protection, has a man open on the sidelines. It's complete to Torrey Holt, and the 7-time Pro Bowler, former St. Louis Ram from North Carolina State, has another catch to add to his Hall of Fame totals.
903 now. It's about a 6-move route, too. Always on the move as Jared Dillard will go to the locker room to get x-rays on that right ankle. But Torrey Holt shows he's still got it.
First down at the Jets 14. But with Jared Dillard out, that does reduce some of the pass packages for the Jaguars, doesn't it? Here's Jones-Drew, and he's caught around the ankles, and that's how you have to tackle him. And Marcus Douglas said, that's where I'm going. I don't know what the measurements are at the ankles, but they're sure not at the thighs and calves.
I'll get back to you on the ankles thing. But not only is that where you want to grab him, but you got to hang on. You saw how he was trying to pull out of that ankle tackle. Jones-Drew, just remarkable. He runs as quickly backwards as he does forward sometimes, and that allows his lineman to push him forward, which is legal. You can push a runner forward, you just can't pull him forward.
11th play of this drive. They pick up the blitz, and Garrard's going to run it in for a touchdown. Great job by Jones-Drew picking up the blitz, and that opened up an avenue for Garrard to sprint into the end zone.
What a 1-2 punch, if you will, for the Jags. Maurice Jones-Drew with the key block here as he steps forward and picks up the blitzing Rhodes. And then it's touchdown number 11 in his career on the ground for David Garrard.
Caps off that 70-yard drive. 11 plays, 11-yard run by Garrard, and here's the extra point try by Scobie.
A couple of UCLA Bruins, or former Bruins, with great blocks on this play. Garrard looking to his right, then Mercedes Lewis wheels, and he knocks off Calvin Pace. Here's the block by Lewis. Just heads up, and boy, what a great sight for a quarterback. No one anywhere near number 9.
70 yards in 11 plays, the Jaguars scoring drive. 32 more yards for number 32, Jones-Drew, as he's reaching toward a 100-yard mark in this opening half. He has 90 already. Dwight Lowry deep. Here comes Scobie's kickoff. Boy, he hits this one a ton. Halfway into the end zone. Lowry will take a knee. Jets will start at their 20. Boy, Mark Ingram's son is some running back for Bama, isn't he?
Boy, isn't he, though.
So from the 20, Sanchez with Thomas Jones, a tailback, and it's Jones following Tony Richardson. He's got a hole. Ooh, that was about to open up big. Justin Durant made a saving tackle.
Yeah, if Durant doesn't make this tackle, Jones has gone for a long distance. Not sure he'd make it all the way, but he has a number of long runs this year. In fact, against Buffalo, he ripped off a couple of long distance runs on his way to that 200-yard game.
Thomas Jones needs 79 yards today to pass number 30 all-time Jim Taylor, the great Green Bay Packer. Thomas Jones with the carry, and he's close to the first down at the 30-yard line. He's some 43 yards now away from passing Jim Taylor and joining the top 30 running backs in career yardage in NFL history.
And about 23 inches short of that first down. This will bring up an interesting play selection call here for Brian Schottenheimer.
That big jumbo package, Wayne Hunter and Robert Turner, a couple of 300+ pound linemen join the offensive line, and then they give to Jones, and he's able to fight his way across that 30 in a first down.
Yeah, a lot of teams are going to the extra offensive lineman, not only in short yardage situations, but in normal running down situations. We'll see Wayne Hunter play some tight end. Robert Turner, who's already returned a kickoff, will line up as a wingback and also as a fullback at times today.
Your old coach Don Coryell would say, what are you doing, the big guys? Just put a couple more receivers in there, let them block, and then we...
Yeah, the ball's got air in it, not sand. Air Coryell.
Sanchez calling out the signals, fakes to Jones, in trouble, able to skip away from pressure, now looking for somebody downfield, no one open, and almost threw a pick to the diving Justin Durant. He's trying to throw it away, and Durant hustling to the sidelines. Almost a diving interception.
I can almost imagine Brian Schottenheimer telling him, next time you throw it away, throw it to me. Here's Durant right here. And here's Schottenheimer, who's right next to him. And Braylon Edwards running free, but you got to remember that at that point, Sanchez was under pressure, having to move out of the pocket.
2nd and 10. Just under 9 minutes left in this opening half. Deep drop by Sanchez. Throws underneath incomplete. The ball was low and right at the shoe tops of Jericho Cotchery. Now, for some of the fans here at Giants Stadium, Dan, folks, the honeymoon for Sanchez is over.
Well, when you're 3 of 9 with a pick on your first throw of the game, he did come back and throw a touchdown pass the last time the Jets had the ball, but the near interception to Durant and then a poor throw there, and these fans will turn on you in a hurry.
Sanchez 3 for 9 in this opening half. Back to throw, and he throws over the middle, complete to Keller, the tight end. First down at the 44, and a late flag comes in.
I think they're going to get Keller for pushing off on Justin Durant. In fact, he pushed him to the ground, and that's how Keller got open. If he doesn't push him to the ground, Durant may have picked that one off. You see the look on Sanchez's face. You know they're talking pass interference against the Jets.
Pass interference offense, number 81. Push off. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
Your guy Kellen Winslow never did that to open himself up, did he?
Well, here he is. Yeah, of course he did, but he only got called every other time. There's the collision right here. And now the completion. You see the position that Durant had. That would have been an easy pickings for 56.
Fans don't like the call, but they wouldn't have liked an interception either. That one had INT written on it if Keller doesn't move the defender out of the way. 3rd and 20. And Sanchez on the run, throwing deep for Keller, incomplete. All the way to the 30-yard line on the run. What a throw by Sanchez, but defended by Sean Considine, able to knock it away.
Good reaction by Considine, and a little bit of lack of concentration by 81 Keller. This ball is right on his hands. He has to stretch for it. But again, the big hit by Considine might have knocked that ball out if he had hung on to it.
Sign of how the offenses have prevailed. This is the first punt of the opening half. Steve Weatherford, who kicked for a few games with Jacksonville last year. Beautiful high kick. Brian Witherspoon eludes the first man, but not the second wave. Now he kicks free and is to the 30-yard line. Flag down on the play.
Brad Smith made the tackle by taking the shoe off Witherspoon.
By the receiving team, number 24. A 10-yard penalty is enforced from the end of the kick. Jacksonville keeps the ball. First down.
Welcome back to Giants Stadium with the Jaguars 14-10 on that last punt. The penalty is marked off from the spot of possession, which was the 24, so 10 yards back to the 14. Jones threw a tailback, 90 yards in this opening half. Jets have not given up a 100-yard rusher this year. And nothing there for Jones threw, and he may have lost the ball for a moment. Jaguars with a 14-10 lead here at Giants Stadium with 7:22 left in the half. On 2nd and 9. Garrard down the middle, incomplete. His receiver falling. It was Torrey Holt over the middle, and he tripped, and the ball, fortunate for Garrard and the Jaguars, not right into the arms of a man in green.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he tripped. This is a artificial surface and a good one here. Maybe those blue soles or something at the bottom of those shoes, a little slippery perhaps.
And this is where Rex Ryan likes to dial up the big blitz package. 3rd and long. Here they come. Garrard down the middle, complete, and holding on to the ball, Mike Thomas, his first reception of the day. Tough catch for the rookie from Arizona.
Yeah, Jim Leonard is back in the game after that thumb injury with the big hit. But from the slot position here, this is a super catch, knowing he's got trouble coming. Leonard takes his legs out, but Thomas hangs on.
Good for 20 yards on his 20th catch of the season, and good pickups by the offensive line to pick up the blitz. They protected Garrard well. Almost 100 more yards in offense for Jacksonville here in the half. Jones drew out as a flanker. They throw down the middle. Leaping catch by Mercedes Lewis, the tight end at the Jets 40.
Well, Lewis goes 6'6". He's being guarded by 5'8" Jim Leonard. And the linebacker had the underneath coverage, but you can see Garrard just eyes get wide. He knows that he's got the mismatch he wants, puts the ball up high where Lewis can make the catch, and another big pass play for the Jags.
25 for that one. And a first down at the 40-yard line with the lead. And 10+ yard plays, 8 already in this half for Jacksonville. Fake to Jones Drew. And the throw almost intercepted by Jim Leonard. He had a hand on it. Torrey Holt, the intended target.
Now you wonder if the thumb injury bothered him on that attempt at the interception. He's got a wrap on his right hand. Here's Holt working on the inside against Lito Shepherd. Leonard comes over and knocks the ball away. Tough catch for either of them.
There you see that heavy bandaging on that injured thumb. Jones Drew. His nose just scraping the turf as he dives forward close to the 37 in the grasp of Brian Thomas and Bart Scott.
Little smile on his face as he made Bart Scott miss. He always seems to make the first guy miss, and then it takes 2 or 3 to get him down.
Well, Scott is one of the better jawjackers in the league. Trash talkers. You asked Maurice Jones-Drew, what's the toughest thing he's ever said to you? He said all he could think of is, hey, you're short, man. And I am.
Jones-Drew said, today I'm not going to talk back. I'm going to kill him with kindness.
With those legs, almost 100 yards rushing on 3rd down now. Garrard throws underneath, complete to Jones-Drew, but wrapped up immediately by Leonard on a fine open field tackle at the 35.
Well, David Harris with great pressure that time did not allow Garrard to go to a deeper receiver. He found Jones-Drew over the middle, and Leonard with the catch. 52 as Harris comes right up the A gap and knocks the quarterback down. And on a 4th down, it looks like the Jags are going to go for it. 4 of 7 so far converting 4th downs this season.
It would be about a 52-yard field goal. Scobie has missed from 49. The Jets have not allowed a 4th down conversion this year. 0 for 8. Quick throw, and breaking free is Mike Thomas, and Thomas has a first down at the 26-yard line.
This is why the Jaguars are so excited about this rookie out of Arizona. They picked him up in the 4th round because of his quickness as a return man. running back skills at a wide receiver position. We already saw the tough catch he made to begin this drive. That was a huge, obviously, fourth down conversion.
Appeared to be Jim Leonard that had a shot, or Lito Shepard in the open field that would have dropped him for no gain, but Thomas able to shake free for the first down. Jones-Drew hesitates, grabbed by the pants, shirt tail, and dragged down at the 26 by Bart Scott. Jones-Drew played his high school ball up in Concord, California at the storied De La Salle. Didn't lose a game his entire high school life there, 36-0. He not only was a running back, but until his senior year was a linebacker. He likes the hitting.
And you can see on the drive chart the 6 passes. David Garrard's getting the hot hand because he's got a running threat and good pass protection so far.
Drive consuming over 5 minutes. Quick throw underneath is complete to Sims Walker, and he's to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sims Walker with his 5th touchdown of the season.
Working against Lito Shepard on the slant route. Shepard coming back from that quad injury, misses the tackle, and that's something that's plagued the Jets this season. Great effort by Sims Walker to break the tackle and find the end zone.
26 yards on the play, and here's Scobie's try for point.
(21-10) now, Jags on top because of this touchdown pass from Garrard to Michael Sims Walker. Bad angle there by Lito Shepard. His head behind the legs of Sims Walker, and that's why Walker walks in and gets a dance and a happy quarterback. Boy, Garrard was just torrid on that drive.
Long 86-yard drive in 10 plays for a 21-10 lead. 26 yards on the touchdown throw to Sims Walker. What that dance, how to interpret it. His mother is an entertainer. Dad was a telephone worker before his death last year. Brad Smith, the short man, comes up with it. The former Missouri quarterback star out to the 28-yard line as he returns from the injured list.
Yeah, with 2:40 to go, Jets have just 2 timeouts to work with. Jags have done a good job of shutting down Thomas Jones in this first half.
Braylon Edwards quiet as well. Yeah. He's lined up on the near side. Jones, big hole. Pulls his way out across the 35-yard line into the arms of Justin Durant. Played his college ball at Hampton with the Pirates. 44 yards now for Jones. Closing in on Jim Taylor's number 30 spot all time in rushing. 15 seconds before the 2-minute warning. Tony Richardson, what a blocker he is. Sanchez down the middle, complete to Keller, and a first down at the 42-yard line of Jacksonville. Jaguars in the second quarter dominating the offensive numbers, but the Jets on the drive with 2 minutes to go and 2 timeouts to spend have a first down at the Jacksonville 42. 23 yards on that last pass to the tight end Keller. There's the bump, and Sanchez with lots of time throws back across to Keller, wide open, and he's all the way to the 23-yard line before Clint Ingram can make the tackle.
Good pass protection. That's why you get a tight end out in the flat all by himself by about 20 yards.
So back-to-back catches by Keller of 23 and 19 yards.
But when are they going to find number 17 down here, Braylon Edwards?
No catches today. I don't think he's had a chance today. Jones. Good patience, waits for the hole, and gets him an advance close to the 20-yard line before Darrell Smith can wrap those strong hands of his on the ball carrier and drag him down.
A lot of time left. 2 timeouts for the Jets. They're in field goal range, obviously, but they're looking for more.
Different formation here with Tony Richardson, the fullback, way out here to the left side. Jones in the backfield. Down to 54 seconds on the snap. Quick throw is incomplete. Intended for Cotchery and covered by Mathis.
Well, Sanchez hurried to throw. He got what he wanted. Single coverage on the outside, but he kind of threw it fading away. And when you do that, the ball will sail on you. Never really sets, just kind of uses all arm. And you can see the high throw. Good tight coverage by Mathis. But Cotchery, a lower throw, might have made the catch and got in the end zone.
49 seconds till halftime. 3rd and 9. Keller, who's been busy on this drive, sent out to the right side. Triple right formation with Edwards soloed up on the left side. Throw underneath to Keller, and he's dumped immediately at the 19-yard line short of the first down. So it's been all Keller on this drive, and with time running out and 4th and about 6, on comes the field goal unit.
And the Jaguars are going to call timeout, and that's a heads-up move by Jack Del Rio. With 40 seconds, they'll have plenty of time with 2 timeouts to respond to this field goal attempt.
Jay Feely was 13 for 15 field goal kicking this year. This a 37-yard attempt. And the kick is good. Now the Jets get 3 out of the drive, as Mark Sanchez finding his tight end Dustin Keller on 3 throws, 2 of them from long distance, 23 and 19 yards. So it's 21-13 Jacksonville. 80,000 capacity Giants Stadium in its final year of service. The new stadium just immediately next door, across the way from our broadcast booth, to open next year to serve as the home of both the Jets and Giants. There it is. It's about 50% larger than this facility.
Yeah, it kind of dwarfs this huge stadium. Right, quite a scene.
Yeah, it really will. Jay Feely tees it up. Brian Witherspoon with Jack Del Rio using a timeout, thinking that, you get a good return and still have 2 timeouts. 36 seconds left. Maybe we can work our way downfield for a field goal ourselves. Spins deep into the end zone, and Witherspoon's going to take it out. And he makes it just shy of the 20-yard line. Good special teams coverage from Jamal Westerman.
The key on that good coverage was that great kick that Witherspoon took about 5 or 6 yards deep in the end zone. And that's what really hurt the Jets against Miami, was a low kick to Ted Ginn Jr. on his first kickoff return for a touchdown, and then a poor directional kick and missed tackles by the Jets special teams resulted in Ginn's second kickoff return for a touchdown.
Let's see how serious Garrard and Jacksonville is about trying to gamble from their own end. And they're going to give it just to Rashad Jennings, the rookie running back. He gets a couple straight ahead, and the clock continues to run for Jacksonville, scoring 21 points in this opening half. That's been an outstanding omen for Jack Del Rio. His team has gone 4-0 this year whenever they score more than 20 points. And Jones Drew, with a big smile on his face, instrumental in a solid first half for the visitors, who look for their 2nd win of the year on the road. Here's Jones Drew. He had 93 yards rushing in the opening half, and he gets about 3 on the opening carry. Sean Ellis and David Harris collaborate on the tackle.
Talked about their first half possessions, and you can see the first one was all Maurice Jones-Drew. The field goal that was missed hit the upright from 49 yards out by Josh Scobie, or the Jaguars may have 3 more points.
Didn't have to punt that opening 30 minutes. 2nd down 7. Bart Scott coming up into the line as if he's going to blitz on the play, and he is. Garrard throws underneath, incomplete, intended for Sims Walker.
And it appears that they're going to put that man on Michael Sims Walker. Darrell Revis just doing a super job all year long. That was a quick slant route, and Revis, a very difficult route to defend, was all over it.
Rivas a happy night last evening as he watched his Pitt Panthers hold on victory over Notre Dame. 3rd and 7. Here comes the blitz. Gerard just does get it away in time as he's dumped at the 10-yard line, and the Jets with a solid defensive stand to open this second half. That was Drew Coleman coming in on a corner blitz.
And both running backs were on that side of the formation. Greg Jones and Maurice Jones-Drew. Here's Coleman right here. He's coming on the blitz, and both backs turn to the inside. Not only is Coleman free, Strickland is free. That's what you call an exotic blitz and a blown pass protection by the Jags.
And for the first time today, Adam Podlish in to punt. And Darrell Rivas actually is the deep man. Wobbly kick toward the sidelines. It's going to bounce out of bounds around the 42-yard line. So the Jets with a good defensive stand on the opening possession for Jacksonville, and then the short punt. So good field position. The 42 they start. Thomas Jones at tailback. And it's Jones with the carry. Swings it outside. And the Jaguars there led by Clint Ingram and Brian Smith.
Things did not start well for the Jets. The first play of the game was picked off by Rashean Mathis, and then they did come back to get 10 points in their next 2 drives, and more importantly perhaps is at the end of the first half they did go down and get a field goal.
Braylon Edwards, yet without a catch, is to the left, and Cotchery now in motion to the right. Back to Jones to the 45, where it'll be 3rd and long.
Now this is a running team. There's no question about that. One of the best in the league. #1 coming in, averaging 177 yards per game on the ground, but it still bewilders me why number 17, Braylon Edwards, hasn't seen a ball thrown in his direction today.
Rex Ryan's team averaging 177 yards a game rushing, but only 51 thus far today. 3rd and 7. Sanchez into the shotgun. Looking for Edwards. He's covered. Now he has to throw it away. That'll bring up 4th down.
As you said, Dick, he was looking for number 17. He's coming in short motion. He's going to come across the field here. For some reason, he runs a stop route here against the zone coverage, and then he's just covered up by Darrell Smith. And by that point, Sanchez had to toss it away.
Both teams start this second half 3 and out. Weatherford's punt. Fair catch by Witherspoon at the 10. And Jacksonville will start deep in its own end. Number 78, Jordan Black, offensive tackle, is an eligible receiver as an extra blocker in for Gerard. Jones-Drew. You got to find him in that pile, and the Jets talked about that consistently, that even though you have his progress stopped, you've got to find him in that mass of men, because he'll just squirt out and take one all the way.
Yeah, you got to get him all the way to the ground, finish the tackle, because he keeps his legs moving whether he's running forwards or turned around backwards. And when he gets turned around backwards, he told us that that's where he gets the extra push from that huge offensive line. He's got such a great ability to stay upright and get extra yards with the push.
4 yards on that carry gives him 100 for the game.
Scott, I'm right here, Scott.
And the Jets have to use a timeout. They were having difficulty making substitutions. A couple of men running off late, and maybe too many left the field. Like his dad, Buddy Ryan, Rex Ryan, stop the run and run yourself, but they're unable to stop Jones-Drew, the first 100-yard rusher of the season. And it's back to Jones-Drew, and they mass tackle him, led by Bart Scott after a short gain. For Jones-Drew here in the 9th game of the season, it's his 4th 100-yard rushing game, and that ties him for the team record with Fred Taylor with 4 on a season. Third and 5. Awkward distance for David Garrard. He comes out in a pass formation.
Here's Revis and Sims Walker, bottom of the screen.
They bring the blitz, and Garrard hit and down at the 5-yard line. And again, they overload the defensive left side, and Jim Leonard, the safety, threw scot-free.
It's really no surprise, though. I mean, it's not like you don't see this every week in the NFL. The Jets do it better than anybody, finding a way of getting 2 rushers on 1 blocker. That time, Mercedes Lewis takes out Eric Smith. He cannot block Leonard, and Leonard gets the sack.
Close to a fumble as Leonard had that ball halfway out of Garrard's hand. David Garrard able to recover. Here's Darrell Revis back at the 50-yard line. Podlish with position deep in the end zone, just does get it away, and it's a high booming kick toward the sidelines and out of play. So that'll be good field position for Mark Sanchez. It'll be in Jacksonville territory. They mark it at the 45-yard line. Curtis Martin, one of the Jets greats, 5 times a Pro Bowler, so popular in this city, and a lot of contributions from him, his end giving back. And off to Sean Green, who's in for Thomas Jones, and Green with those fresh legs, but a flag is down on the play. About a 10-yard pickup if.
Yeah, probably holding on the perimeter. Might even be on Braylon Edwards.
Holding, offense number 60.
Yeah,
10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Repeat first down.
It was on the perimeter, but inside. D'Brickashaw Ferguson, the left tackle, wipes out that fine run by Green. And this is Quentin Groves, number 54, who he will not let go of. Didn't have him in a real obvious hold, but enough for the officials, especially when it's on the outside like that, kind of exposed.
And on the point of attack, where the official deems that without the hold, that the runner wouldn't have gotten the 10 yards. Sanchez throws, and it's intercepted by Groves. Quentin Groves, a linebacker, and he stumbles and trips over the 10-yard line and is downed at the 4. He started to see that touchdown looming before him, and Jack Del Rio happy with the result that he has the interception and smiling at Groves' misfortune.
Well, look at the Jags. They're all falling down as the play starts, and that's a great catch by Groves. But his legs are just going too fast there at the 15. He gets to the 10, and it's all over. What a great reaction to get up in the air. He really wants in that end zone badly. Oh, he's going to catch it from his teammates right about here. A sniper got him.
Groves, a second-round pick out of Auburn a year ago, so close to his first NFL touchdown. And Mark Sanchez and the Jets now find themselves in dire straits after that 37-yard return. First and goal for Garrard from the 4. Jones Drew puts his head down, and he's to the goal line, but not quite in. And again, you saw the lower body power with 2 men for the Jets on him, trying to drag him down. He was able to move forward an extra 2 yards, and he's close to a touchdown, isn't he?
Well, real close to breaking the plane, as well as Revis and Rhodes get to him right here. The ball never breaks the plane. Great camera angle by our crew. Keith, good job there, right on the goal line.
Second and goal. Garrard likes to sneak here himself on at times, just wedge it forward. Nope. Jones Drew, and he fumbles the ball, and the Jets say they have it. Oh, what a big turnabout this could be.
Might be David Harris there at the bottom of the pile.
Oh, there's a lot of scraping going on underneath.
Yeah, there's not going to be a fingernail left down there.
Jets.
Well, that play there may just save the Jets season.
Mike DeVito, that's the 3rd time this year. DeVito, the 3rd-year defensive lineman from Maine, has recovered a fumble.
Bad exchange with the quarterback, and there's the ball free. DeVito, number 70, on the far side of this pile, is just going to dig this one out. Look at number 70 right here. He sees the ball and then goes down and takes it away from Mercedes Lewis and his teammates.
And how big now is Groves falling down in the open field when it appeared he had a touchdown with the interception, and now it turns around. The turnover goes to the Jets.
And the tackle by Revis and Rhodes to keep more out of the end zone.
Handed off to Sean Green, who suddenly has become the lead carrier here in these last two sequences with Thomas Jones on the bench. We don't know if Jones is tired or nicked. We'll soon find out as Durant makes the tackle on that play.
We're kind of seeing why these teams are both 4-4 and not dominating as it appears at times that they can do. I mean, for Groves not to get into the end zone and then for a bad exchange between the veteran quarterback David Garrard and the veteran running back Jones-Drew.
Green, the 226-pound rookie from Iowa, stays in the game, lined up in the end zone. Fake to him. Sanchez over the middle. There's Edwards. Breaks a tackle at the 30. 40. Fumbles the ball. And the Jaguars have it back unless, well, no, then they knocked it away again. Two Jaguars had the ball for a moment and seemed to knock it away from each other. No, they do recover. Clint Ingram down in the bottom of that pile. Let's see who comes out with it.
Big John Henderson's got it in his hand.
Well, you don't take it away from the big hen.
Yeah, Brian Smith is in there as well. Great catch by Edwards as he stretches out to make the catch. Now he's looking to get all the way to the end zone. Ball is popped loose there by Rashean Mathis, his second big play of this ball game. Ingram appears 51 to have the ball at the bottom of the pile. And Kotchery dives in there.
And even Mark Sanchez hustling downfield, try to get in on the action. It's a 41-yard catch, but ends on the fumble by Braylon Edwards. And in this series of miscues, it's back to Jacksonville at the 46-yard line. Jones-Drew in the game. The throw over the middle. Ew, almost intercepted on the deflection. As it was intended for Torrey Holt, bounced off his hands. Kerry Rhodes was there, and so was Leonard.
This is getting to be kind of fun here, you know. Every play's a highlight film for the defenses.
Put another quarter in the machine and pull the plunger back. We're playing some pinball here.
There's a few tilting going on by the offense.
Rhodes could taste that one.
3 turnovers the last 3 possessions.
Hey, Harris, I'm right here.
On second down, Garrard throws complete as a comeback by Torrey Holt, and it is a catch down at the 46. So the Jets short of the first down by about 3. Torrey Holt, this may surprise some of you. When you add up all the great receivers in the history of the game, Torrey Holt is #1 in yards per game receiving. 79 yards is his average throughout a career. Look at the other names: Moss, Harrison, Rice, and Holt #1 on that list. 3rd and 3. And the give to Jones-Drew, and he's stacked up short of the first down. Led by Howard Green, the LSU 320-pounder.
And no hesitation from Jack Del Rio to bring the punt team out. Try to pin the Jets back deep in their own end of the field. Good defensive stand there. 3 and out by the Jet defense after a devastating turnover by Braylon Edwards.
Podless to punt it. Rel Revis getting some action as a punt returner today. Podless with that knuckleball kick, and Revis fields it and is hit immediately at the 18-yard line. So the Jets having trouble holding on to the ball the last 2 possessions of this second half. The interception by Groves, who took it almost to the end zone, tripped at the 4-yard line, and then Jones-Drew fumbled, and then Edwards, after the 41-yard catch, fumbling the ball at midfield. Thomas Jones, nothing wrong with him. He was just being given a breather by Sean Green.
There's Thomas Jones, bottom of the screen.
Empty backfield with a shotgun Sanchez, and here they come after him, and he throws to the hot receiver, and it's complete. Jericho Kotchery, first down out around the 29. The score remains as it was at halftime, 21-13. And here's Cotchery out to the 34-yard line, and a 5-yard gain before Sean Considine makes the tackle.
Yeah, you go back one pass play, Dick, and you called it right because Sanchez did see the blitz right in his face. He did go to the hot receiver and picked up the first down. So Sanchez getting a more comfortable reading the blitz, especially when your backfield is empty. You put Jones out wide. You have no blockers back there. You better know where your hot receiver is.
He made an interesting statement to us 2 days ago out at the Jets practice facility. We'll go over that after this play. Back to Jones. And Jones has another first down out to the 40-yard line. Sanchez said, you know, now that I'm in the middle of my rookie year in the NFL, the days are long, but the week is short.
Well, he's spending a lot of time studying, and you study a lot of tape on your opponent. You spend a lot of time in the training room icing whatever needs icing, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got to tee it up and play a ball game. Adjusting to life and time management during the week for the rookie.
First down, Jets at the 40. Back to Jones. And he has a couple to the 42. Terrence Pot Roast Knighton in on that last tackle, number 96 for Jacksonville. Got this nickname Pot Roast on an airplane. The choices for the entree were shrimp or pot roast. He ordered pot roast, and the stewardess came down the aisle saying pot roast, pot roast, pot roast, and he raised his hand, and oh, he's in trouble now.
And Clint Ingram said, young man, that's your new nickname. You are pot roast. And the amazing thing, he likes the nickname.
Delightful young man from Temple University, the rookie. Here's the pitch, and then the pitch back to Keller, the tight end. And the big man somersaults out to the 49, just short of the first down.
Well, he looked like a fullback on that play. What I liked is that on the reverse, he didn't take it all the way wide. He saw it open up just after he gets the handoff. Watch him put his foot in the ground right there and head up the field and then up in the air. Derek Cox taking his legs out.
Brings up 3rd and 1 at the 49 of the Jets. Braylon Edwards is in the slot. Jones the tailback. Sanchez to Edwards. Working the sidelines. Running out of bounds and stepped out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it at the 29-yard line. First down, Jets.
He's such a physical presence at 6'3" and 215 pounds. Pulls away from Cox and then's looking to punish the next guy, Rasheed Mathis.
Looked like he stepped out about a step after he caught the ball. There he's out. First down at the 29.
Make sure, yeah.
22 yards on the play for Edwards. Jets with the ball, driving deeper. 8-point deficit. Jones, and he is hit hard. Clint Ingram and Sean Considine shoulder to shoulder.
Considine doing a fine job filling in for Gerald Alexander, who's got a bad shoulder. So Considine, he gets healthy. He's missed 4 games this year, but 2 plays in a row he's been in on.
Only a gain of a yard on the play. Edwards out and Cotchery back in for the Jets. Tight end Ben Hartzog way out to the right on this formation, and Richardson, the fullback, to the right as well. Quick throw is to Keller. Another catch for him, tackled immediately by Darrell Smith.
That's 5 catches now for Keller. And really, if you get your tight end involved, that really helps open up the passing lanes to your wide receivers. Plus, it's a shorter throw over the middle. Keller with the big run previously on this drive as well.
So 3rd and 5. Sanchez has completed his last 5 passes. Long drive, 5.5 minutes for the Jets. Big call here. He's looking for Cotchery. He's got it. To the 19, and that should be good enough. Derek Cox, the defender.
Sanchez a lot more decisive in his reads now, getting the ball out of his hand, quicker routes. Three-step drop and fire, and on target, and a first down Jets.
At the 18-yard line. Quite an impressive drive for New York. Sean Green now in for Jones at tailback. 10 plays, 64 yards on this drive. Green hitting the backfield and able to get away, but not to the line of scrimmage as Quentin Groves made the tackle.
Reggie Nelson just came in on the blitz, timed it perfectly, and he almost gets the big hit on Green, but he forces Green to stop right there as he runs into his offensive lineman Damian Woody, and Groves and company come and clean him up. Heck of a blitz that time by Reggie Nelson.
Interesting thing about the double zeros in the third period, Maurice Jones-Drew was inches or maybe an inch from making it a 28-13 game, but stopped right on the goal line. Next play, a fumble, and the Jets recovered, and then they moved to midfield when Braylon Edwards fumbled after a 41-yard catch. Here's Sanchez. He's going for 6. He's got Edwards. Is he in bounds? No. Did not get both feet down.
Well, he tried, though. He tried to drag one foot. You could see the little black rubber pellets come up. Ball thrown about a foot too far. It's a right foot dragging, but that left foot clearly out of bounds.
Boy, was he open.
Yeah, the ball just a little bit late.
7-foot high jumper in high school. Braylon Edwards, a tremendous athlete, a great target. Just not quite in sync yet with Sanchez. Here's the 13th play of the drive, 3rd and long. Sanchez blitz on, scrambling, and throws incomplete. Edwards was deep in the end zone, and Derek Cox had good position to deflect it away. And on 4th down, the Jets elect to bring out the field goal unit, trailing by 8.
Well, I tell you what, Dick, though, that was close to being intercepted by Cox. Cox had position on Braylon Edwards, and if the ball's not thrown over Cox's head too high, that's a pick.
40-yard attempt by Feely. He's missed only twice all year. 16 attempts. And this one long and good. A real feel-good hour of television. Feely to Brian Witherspoon and the former Little All-America at Stillman College. Slides his way up the sidelines and fumbles the ball. And it's recovered at the 34-yard line by Montel Owens of the Jaguars. Alert play by the fullback and special teamer.
Yeah, it looked like the ball came out after he hit the ground, but heads up by Owens to make sure with the recovery. In fact, they give the extra yards to the Jaguars.
Starting David Garrard, the quarterback, at the 34-yard line. Jones-Drew. Well, since that opening possession, the Jets defense really much tougher on Jones-Drew. Included in his touchdowns, runs of 61, 79, and 80 yards. He had 55 yards on 5 carries on the opening drive of the game.
Michael Sims Walker, excuse me, Dick, offsides. Big mistake.
False start, offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd down.
And so that'll make it 2nd and long. Since the 55 yards on that opening drive, only 54 yards the rest of the game on 16 carries for Jones-Drew.
Yeah, and that penalty is a real killer because now you're in an obvious passing situation. You haven't been able to run very effectively, and this is where the Jets like to bring all those blitzes, and they've been effective on Garrard today.
Especially from the defensive left side. Good protection this time. Now Garrard throwing into a crowd, incomplete. Mercedes Lewis with 2 Jets there, Leonard and Rhodes.
Well, early in the game, he put the ball up to Lewis, and Lewis came down with it, being guarded by Leonard at 5'8". But there's Kerry Rhodes. He's 6'3". Number 25 gets a hand on that one. And Garrard's lucky this isn't picked off with 2 Jets on their tight end.
Jim Leonard, who was out of the game in the first quarter with a thumb injury, has that heavily bandaged, and he's been a tiger on that back line of the Jets defense. He's had a terrific game. You figure you're going to get some blitzers now. Here they come from that left side. Here's the screen to Thomas, and he's tackled immediately at the 36. And the punting team on for Jacksonville. Donald Strickland, the nickelback, made the tackle.
It becomes a guessing game on 3rd and long. Now, after you've gotten to the quarterback, knocked him down with blitzes, then you back off, play a little zone behind it. Strickland with the good reaction there to hold Jones-Drew to a short reception.
Former Maryland kicker Adam Podlesh, averaging just under 42 on the season. Darrelle Revis at the other end. Dying kick at the 20. Revis tackled at the 18-yard line. Majestic George Washington Bridge spanning the Hudson River. That's the escape back into the city for our crew after the game. Sanchez goes into the flat to Keller, his favorite target today, and he is dunked rudely as Julius Williams, rookie free agent from University of Connecticut, with a stop.
Yeah, Keller thinks he's going to jump over the 6'2" Williams. That's an easy catch by Julius.
6th catch for the tight end Keller. Sanchez calling the shots. His birthday, 23rd birthday, celebrated earlier this week on Wednesday. Only a yard gain on the play. Jones, big hole, and he's all the way to the 36-yard line, and a first down before Sean Considine can make the tackle.
Really good job of seeing the blitz coming by Sanchez. Both linebackers up in tight here. Then just a little tiny crease as Damian Woody screens off his man with his back. He keeps away from the play. Montavious Stanley.
Quick huddle. Jones now with 72 yards, a dozen on that last carry. Jones again across the 40 to the 41-yard line, and he's only a handful of yards away from number 30 all time past Jim Taylor. There's mom and dad. Thomas on your left. Oh, look at a Seahawks shirt. Of course, Julius Jones, the younger brother, runs for the Seahawks, and mom Betty. Both were coal miners in Virginia, raising their family, alternating shifts, and the kids had to share their responsibilities. Thomas helping to raise his younger brother Julius. He has just tied Jim Taylor with that last carry, number 30 all time. Watch out! Oh my! That was a flat pass out to Clowney, and laying in the reads there was Rashean Mathis, and had that ball been on target, Mathis was going the other way with a pick six.
Right, the thing is, this split by Clowney is so wide, and it really a poor decision by Sanchez to even think about throwing it out here. I mean, here's Clowney. Look at how far this ball has to travel. And Mathis, if the ball's on target, he's in the end zone.
3rd and a long 5. Over the middle, complete. David Clowney, and that's a first down at the 48. Derek Cox, the rookie corner, made the tackle.
But you love to see this in a young quarterback bouncing back from a poor decision. He stood in the pocket a long time against the blitz, saw the man-to-man coverage, and went to Clowney to pick up the first down. But that was really a cool job by Sanchez, feeling the heat around him in the pocket and standing strong.
Clowney with 4.3 speed, the second-year receiver from Virginia Tech, being used more and more as this season has progressed. Sean Green now in for Thomas Jones. Under 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 5-point lead. Here comes Edwards, and he's going to throw the ball. And does it. It's almost intercepted by Rashean Mathis. Jericho Cotchery was the intended receiver. Well, we saw Braylon Edwards at practice a couple of days ago, Dan, and your eyes got wide when you saw him crank up and throw it long.
I was green with envy. He threw it about 70 yards on that similar type of play. But what happens here is Cotchery does a good job of coming off his deep route. Edwards reads it fine, but throws late. Cotchery turned it into a deep comeback route. Lucky it wasn't picked off.
2nd and 10. Toss to Sean Green. And good hard running by the rookie to the 45-yard line of the Jaguars. It's 3rd and 3. And here's the importance of these two teams at 4-4 as they look ahead to a possible playoff spot as a wild card. The Steelers and Chargers have the advantage at the moment, and then there's a crowd of teams still in the hunt. But the loser today will really find it difficult to weed its way into the postseason.
And over the years, the average is about 10.3 wins to get that wild card spot. That means winning 6 of your last 8 for both these teams.
Sanchez is out to the right. It's a wildcat with Brad Smith taking the snap and then handing off to Green. And Green has the first down. He needed 3, got 4. Anthony Smith, the former Steeler at safety, made the tackle.
Boy, you got to like that call by Brian Schottenheimer. The Jags were not ready for it. They're moving all around the place. And Green heads up, knows what he needs for the first down, lowers his head and drags tacklers. Good call by Schotty.
Well, they go to the Braylon Edwards on a reverse pass, and now the wildcat for the first time today. And now back to an orthodox set. First down at the 41. 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. Incomplete to Keller, in and out of his hands. Brian Smith, the closest white jersey.
How about that for Brian Smith? He's been playing defensive end, also has linebacker skills. He dropped back about 15 yards on this play to distract Keller. May have gotten a fingernail on the ball.
What a throw. Look at this bullet.
Nope, he doesn't even get anywhere close to it. Again, Keller maybe took his eye off the ball, knowing that Smith was in the neighborhood.
Didn't look like he really ever saw the ball. The last minute threw his hands up almost defensively. And off Green, wrapped up quickly by Clint Country Ingram, 4th-year linebacker from Oklahoma.
Really a good job on the blitz there, run blitz by Ingram. He sliced in and went parallel to the line of scrimmage to make that tackle for a short gain.
His uncle, boy, was he a tough guy to tackle. Dallas Cowboys fullback Robert Newhouse.
Built similar to Maurice Jones-Drew, wasn't he?
He was. Just the fire hydrant. 3rd and 9. Big play. Sanchez needs the big yardage. Throws over the middle to Edwards. Complete. First down. Rashean Mathis on the coverage. Edwards slow getting up, and so is Mathis. That was quite a collision.
Edwards working against a zone here. Ball thrown high. Fearless to go get it and then pay the price as he hit the ground. But Mathis is still down. Edwards heads to the sidelines.
Timeout. Midpoint of the 4th quarter. They attend to Rashean Mathis. Late in the 2nd quarter, when Garrard hit Sims Walker for a touchdown, the Jaguars led 21-10. No scoring since by Jacksonville. A couple of field goals by Feely for the Jets to make it a 5-point game. And that leaping catch by Braylon Edwards on 3rd down, giving the Jets a first down at the 24. Jones hit in the backfield. Good tackle by Considine. Sean Considine has had an excellent game, just as Jim Leonard, his counterpart at safety for the Jets today.
Yeah, defensively, both these teams are so similar because of the relationship of Jack Del Rio and Rex Ryan, both coached together with the Baltimore Ravens. The Jags can bring the exotic blitzes as well. Considine that time on the run blitz drops Jones for a loss.
2nd and 12. Jones flanked to the left. Empty backfield on the shotgun. Sanchez spread formation. Throw is complete. Cotcheries lurching forward. Gets a couple extra yards in the grasp of Reggie Nelson. Well, back in 2000, that Baltimore Ravens team with its defense, the Super Bowl 35 champs, there they are. Rex Ryan in charge of the defensive line, and Jack Del Rio, the linebackers, work shoulder to shoulder.
They were workout partners too there, weren't they?
What they call that, the executive workout spa system?
You sit in the jacuzzi for a while, then you go sit in the sauna. Then you sit in the jacuzzi, you sit in the sauna, and you go, that's enough.
Let's go have a beer. 3rd and 2. Jones, first down. Going to be close. He had to get to the 14, and they're going to mark it at the 15-yard line as Derek Harvey pulled him back.
Well, Rex Ryan's going to get help with this 4th down decision. 80,000 here will be telling him to go for it, and he agrees with him.
Sean Green comes in. Clock is running, 18 on the play clock. Jets are 9 for 12 on 4th down conversions this year. 4th and a short yard. 5 on the shot clock, or the game clock, play clock. The toss to Green. Plenty of running room out there, all the way to the end zone. No, they say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Justin Durant saved the touchdown.
I think it's a touchdown. Hit the pylon. He wasn't forced to step out of bounds. They might want to take a look at this one.
They spotted halfway between the 1-yard line and the goal line.
Nope, never got in. The pylon was knocked over by Durant.
So to take the lead, the Jets on 1st and goal inside the 1. And a timeout called by Sanchez.
Not sure why the Jets hurried to the line of scrimmage. They had 3 wide receivers in the game and Sean Green, and they're only 6 inches from the end zone. So now they're coming in with the big guys, Turner, Hunter, and Thomas Jones.
16th play of the drive, and Thomas Jones has the touchdown. Consuming more than half of this 4th quarter, some 7 minutes and 40 seconds, 16 plays, and finally the Jets touchdown on the Jones score. They're going to go for 2.
Going for 2 would give them a 3-point lead if they convert.
They lead now 22-21, and Jones with another touchdown, his 8th of this season.
Great picture there of Alan Faneca looking at his quarterback calling the plays.
Jones a tailback. There's the toss, wide open, and no, incomplete. It was Braylon Edwards. He had it, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Just as he tried to secure it, he was hit hard.
I think Reggie Nelson made another big play in the secondary for the Jaguars. Edwards on the crossing route. Sanchez bought some extra time to let him get free here. Ball in his hands, hit by Considine, but it's Nelson coming over the top that forces this ball out. I'm not so sure why Edwards jumped for this ball.
So the 2-point goes awry for the Jets. That would have given them a field goal cushion with a 3-point lead.
And now, Dick, you already talked about the strong leg of Josh Scobie. His career long is 53. Hit a 52-yarder this season. That's how big that 2-point conversion was. Now you're looking at the Jaguars only needing a field goal to get within range. And how about the troubles that the Jets kickoff coverage team had against Miami? You got to worry about that now if you're a Jets fan. And how will this kickoff come from Jay Feely?
Scobie, just as a reminder, going in the same direction, missed a 49-yard field goal in the first half. It hit the left upright. Let's see if Jacksonville can get in position for Scobie to have a chance for the lead. Plenty of time, 5:04 left. Jaguars have all 3 timeouts. Witherspoon Ooh, he hit hard. 27-yard line. Flag is down. Eric Smith made the tackle.
They're going to call holding on the Jaguars. It's going to back him up inside the 20-yard line.
During the return, holding by the receiving team, number 20. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Jacksonville keeps the ball, first down.
Anthony Smith guilty of the foul, and so David Garrard and the Jacksonville offense will start from their 17-yard line.
Yeah, coming in from the left side of the screen, you can see it right here. He's going to let go, but a little bit too late.
The Jacksonville Jaguars yet to log a first down in this entire second half. That's how that Jets defense has tightened and made it mighty tough on Garrard and Jones-Drew and company. This big crowd offering its enthusiastic support. Garrard on first down to throw. Overshoots Sims Walker, incomplete.
Well, Garrard hit the ground again after letting that ball go. Mike DeVito provided the pressure that time for the Jets.
Garrard underneath to Sims Walker to the 25. Gang tackled by the gangrene. It'll be third down and 2.
And nobody gets hit and knocked to the ground more than David Garrard coming into the game. But at 240 pounds, he's a tough guy. He hung in the pocket that time. Interesting, those first 2 plays, Dick, the Jets stayed with their normal personnel, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers.
Third, it's closer to 2 than 1. Garrard, quick throw complete to his tight end Zach Miller, and the rookie from Nebraska Omaha, first time he's touched the ball today, has a first down before Revis can run him off the field to play.
Well, he talk about having confidence in a rookie. Just his 6th catch of the season, and good job by Sims Walker coming to the inside. It looked like Bart Scott had trouble staying up with Zach Miller. Huge conversion for the Jags. Their first down, second half.
Jets commanding all the attention in that statistical category. 10-1. Jones-Drew now with a handoff, and that hole closed in a hurry. Mike DeVito continuing to give Rex Ryan some quality minutes on that defensive line. He was undrafted out of the University of Maine, and the Black Bear is growling today.
And here he is. He comes a long way for this tackle too, and watch, it's like hitting a stone wall. Jones-Drew stood up and just pinned to the ground.
Amazing. The very first drive of the game, Jones-Drew 55 yards every play, 5 plays and a touchdown. Since then, 55 yards the rest of the contest. 2nd and 9. Long Garrard. Incomplete. Sims Walker, the intended receiver, and Darrelle Revis was right there for the Jets.
Well, Mike Sims Walker played defensive back in high school at Edgewater High in Orlando, and he had to turn into a defensive back right about now. He sees that Revis has got a beat on this ball, and he just knocks it away with both hands. Heads up play by Mike Sims Walker keeps the Jags alive.
3rd down and 9. Again, the Jaguars do have all 3 timeouts left. They only rush 5, and the catch by Mike Thomas over the middle. And Thomas, the Arizona rookie, makes another tough grab and a first down at the Jets 47.
And he was being tackled as he made this catch. Strickland is going to have him by the ankles here. Good sharp route. Strickland dives. Could have been called pass interference, but what a grab. Great concentration by Mike Thomas. Another huge first down.
15 yards on the play. Set Pac-10 records, did Thomas, with 259 catches at Arizona. Gerard down the middle, deep and wide open, the tight end Lewis, and he's inside the 15-yard line, tackled by Kerry Rhodes. Oh my, here come the Jaguars right back and trailing by only one, 22-21 as we approach the 2-minute warning.
And Gerard spreading it around, first to Zach Miller, then Mike Thomas, and then the tight end right down the seam, Mercedes Lewis. And the Jags are in field goal range by a mile here. Rhodes with the tackle.
Fourteen-yard line. First down for the Jaguars. Remember, the Jets have only one timeout. Jones drew to the 10-yard line.
Well, you know, the crowd is so involved on that last touch, that last pass to Mercedes Lewis, that Jim Leonard rather, is trying to get a call over here to Kerry Rhodes, and Rhodes cannot hear him, trying to get him to back up. It never could get his attention. Lewis goes right by Rhodes. And the Jets are in big trouble right now.
And they have just consumed their allotment of timeouts. Their third has been spent. You've got a field goal kicker. You run the clock down. And on fourth down, after using as much of the remaining time as you can, take it away from the Jets and give Scobie the shot.
Yeah, then you ask the question, do you let him score on this play? Kind of like Mike Holmgren in the Super Bowl. Until you get the ball back to your offense. It may be your only chance here.
Jones threw. Look at he's outsfoxed them. He doesn't go in for the touchdown. He takes a knee at the 1-yard line.
And that's exactly what the Jets were trying to do, is to get him into the end zone. I mean, you talk about a guy that gets it. On the field, off the field, Maurice Jones-Drew. Here he's turning down a touchdown to keep the clock going, to keep the game.
That is brilliant.
It's brilliant.
So the clock runs here, 1:19, 1:18. And one would think now it's going to be just a kneel down.
Well, then you go back to, remember, the Jets had to use a timeout on offense on the 1-inch line before the Thomas Jones touchdown.
First and goal on the 1-inch line. Yeah. Now here's the kneel down by Gerard, and that will consume another 35 seconds or so. The Jets will get the ball again, but not until there's about 20 seconds remaining on the clock. That's Jones-Drew got a first down with that run, and so they can just be very patient here, let it run right down to the final second, and then try the field goal. In fact, that's Sims Walker now playing safety, 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and there's a flag thrown by the linesman
in the neutral zone here. Oh, they tried to take a swipe at the ball as a signal. The noseman trying to take a swipe at the ball before it was snapped is the indication from the official from the far side of the field.
Stops the clock with 27 seconds remaining.
I still can't get over Maurice Jones-Drew dropping at the 1-yard line.
Encroachment by the defense. The nose guard slapped the ball during the snap. That's half the distance to the goal. Repeat, second down.
I think he just quarterback sneak this one, get it in the end zone now. Jets have no timeouts to work with when they get the ball back.
Here it is. You try anything you can at this stage, and
Sione Bouha
saw that in the Super Bowl once. Washington Redskins tried that play, and I think it actually was not seen. Ed Hockley, the referee, said put the play clock at 40, and now the game clock has been set at 40, and at least here in this stadium now they've back to the 27. I think Gerard takes a shot at a sneak here. Nope. Going to just line it up in the middle of the field for Scobie. So this is in essence an extra point try, but it counts for 3 and would give Jacksonville a hard-earned win, and it's on the toe of Josh Scobie.
You know, we came in talking about this game having a playoff atmosphere, and it's lived up to that. It's had a little bit of everything. But going back to Jones-Drew dropping at the 1 yard line, they had to be talking about it in the huddle. The coaches had to alert David Garrard to tell guys, hey, if they give up, don't go in the end zone, because that is not the best thing to happen for us to get a touchdown. It's better to take the time off the clock, as they've done now with just 3 seconds, and set up this chip shot game winner from Scobie.
Yeah, that was at Super Bowl out in San Diego 11 years ago when Denver and John Elway won their first Super Bowl title, and Mike Holmgren figured late you better let him score, and Terrell Davis did to get the ball back. Now to win the game, Scobie from 21 yards. Jacksonville 24, New York Jets 22. Well, a team that's had great difficulty winning on the road this year. 1 win, 3 losses. The Jaguars come into Giant Stadium, and Jones-Drew holding the trophy. Where did he find that? Maybe Ocho Cinco sent it in.
I hope he doesn't get fined for having a trophy.
Here's the winning kick by Scobie. They don't come much easier under such pressure. And Jack Del Rio's team moves to 5-4.